Alrighty, so I said I'd try to do some bushy type things while I'm at the beach, and you guys gave me some ideas and such. The being that it's rainy and stormy and all that good stuff out there, I can't really do anything outside. Also, the township of Nags Head and surrounding areas, they kind of frown on fires on the beach. So what I went out and did instead is I collected some water from the ocean there, and I figured I'd try a hand at killing two birds with one stone. This concoction here is basically, I just took a piece of aluminum foil, made a really rude kind of tube out of it, and like a little funnel bit in there, and I'm going to try to take some of the seawater and distill it and make some drinking water, and hopefully also in the process boil it all down and get some usable salt. So we'll see how that goes. So my last post that I left y'all with, I kind of joked around with take some of your suggestions, go to the beach and screw them up, but there may be a lot of truth to that. I've never done this before. I have no idea. Got a piece of aluminum foil in there I was trying to get out. Yeah, I guess it won't hurt nothing. Never done this before. Have no idea what I'm doing. I know what it's like in theory, but that'll be a learning process for all of us. I haven't seen anybody on the forum do this, so I will drink the water once I get it, and we'll see how it goes. So I will say my funnel's in the water a little bit. I probably should put a little less water in there, but if need be, I can dump out. If we get some salty water, we can dump it out and just keep on going. So I'm just trying to seal this up as best I can. Originally I was going to use all beer cans, but got lazy. Figured aluminum foil is easier to use. I'm sure you could do it with beer cans. It'd be better with sour mash. So we'll just turn on the stove here, and I'll let it go and I'll get back to you guys. Alright, so it's been a few minutes here. I got a boil. You can see there's steam coming out of the top of the pot there, where my seal's definitely not too good at all. I was sitting there thinking that I think a tea kettle would work a lot better with this. You could really wrap the aluminum foil around the mouth of that. I saw this thing on TV also where it was it's not electrical tape, but it's kind of like electrical tape, where it's silicone that just sticks on itself. It's good to like 500 degrees or something like that. I think wrap that around the mouth of the tea kettle to hold on the aluminum foil, or what have you, might work real well. But at any rate, it's starting to steam pretty good now. I don't have any liquid coming out, but everything's shaking. Looks like I don't even know what it looks like, but we'll see how it turns out. All right, so it's definitely going now. I did some fiddling around, and I kind of messed up one of my hoses here. But I don't know if you can tell right here, but there is definitely steam coming out of the end of that one pipe. There's definitely more steam coming out of the top there. So the reason how I messed up my hose was I was sitting here thinking that it would do better before I had the hose stuck inside this one. I was figuring it'd do better if it was on the outside. So I was kind of trying to fiddle with it and that's warm. Fiddle with it and stuff like that, and I ended up ripping the piece of aluminum foil. It's definitely hot. I just need to cool it down, and I think all the steam will condense and I'll get water out of here. So, alright, now that's more professional now. Alright, so I'm looking at this thing, and I just think I have this design totally wrong. Got a lot of steam coming out the top here. This, as you can tell from when I was messing up earlier, this is hot, but it's not cooling down at all here. I'm not getting, even shaking it, I'm not getting any moisture into my glass there. So I think what I'm going to do, and I have moisture on the stove top here from where it's, you know, kind of leaking out of the aluminum foil. So what I'm going to do is sit, have a beer or two, think about this, and redesign it, and we'll come back. Alrighty, so I've made this thing a little bit different now, where I've just taken one solid piece of foil, essentially made it so it ran off the end there, and then just kind of bent it into a tube over the glass there. I figured just less pieces, less seams. You know, I seem to be losing a lot through the top before, so we'll see how it does. Well, how it does. What the hell is that? Alright, well, sometimes patience perseveres. I was just getting ready to give this thing up, and I just happened to notice I had a bunch of water everywhere. Like, you know, not underneath the cup, but around the cup. So, see if I can capture some of this pollen for you. I don't know if you just saw that, but I'll keep on letting it go and see how much water we get in this cup here, and at least enough to get a swig, and I can sit there and tell you, you know, if it's drinkable or not. I'm like, you know, pretty darn sure that it is drinkable. It's not going at a real good clip, but it's going good enough. All right, so let you know, I still got a big leak up there. I really, you know, I think the ideal thing on this would certainly be with a tea kettle, unless you're actually going to make your vessel and everything out of foil, or, you know, I don't think foil is the ideal medium for this. There's other things you could use, but with a tea kettle, since, you know, you can concentrate your you know, steam out of you know, just that spout, I think it would, you know, make your outcome a lot better. This is a little ridiculous. I have a real good feeling that I'm just wasting all kinds of my drinkable water there. Alright, so this has been going for a while, and got a little bit of water in there. I don't have very much in there, but it's certainly enough for demonstration purposes. I think that this method definitely uses a lot of fuel. I think it's important to have your fire source up, you know, above the level of your collection container. Outside, you do that by, I don't know, digging a hole or making it on a slope or something along those lines. But let's see what we got here. Actually, the water's still a little salty. It ain't as salty as it was, you know, straight out of the ocean, but I guess it's drinkable. I don't know. I would hate to have to think if you had to do this a couple times, just because I mean, that'd be a lot of fuel, a lot of time. I mean, this has been going a good while, and I don't have a perfect system, but I maybe collected an ounce of water in there. It was definitely, you know, tasted like yuck. So, well, there you go. Maybe, you know, maybe with a longer tube there, you wouldn't get as much. I don't know. Y'all can play with it. Somebody, you know, when you want to step up, you know, to bat and see what you can get out of this, by all means do, because you know, it's interesting in a survival situation. I guess, you know, you could utilize this and you could drink that water, but as far as just like using it for a water source, nah, there has to be something else. Alright, so this has been boiling for about an hour now. The certainly uses up a lot of fuel, I can certainly say that. I have a decent amount of water in here. So it's okay. Let's see how it tastes. It's really good.